Yeah, we good. I'm just waiting for the traffic. It looked like that I had lost some subscribers, so I guess I'll just try to find some new ones to push on. Yeah, that's what's up, Skeleton. Dag, I wonder where X-Men Warrior and Hebrew Lions at. I miss those guys. Yeah, thank you. Although, like Saturday, I think, um, was it? Yeah, yeah. So, Skeleton, what are your thoughts about what happened in Taiwan? Because I seen certain videos about Taiwan, and that earthquake looked crazy out there. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, right now, I think that what I'm going to talk about is, I guess, what people are dubbing the migrant crisis in New York. And now, certain people are saying that certain Venezuelan street organizations are actually linking up with American based street organizations. So, I don't know what the news is or anything like that, but a lot of people, from what I'm hearing, are actually angry with the migrants. So I'm not gonna go and say verbatim what the news are saying, but I keep watching news about what's happening in New York. Shout out to the family that of that young woman that got unalive just because she turned down the date from a crazed idiot. So rest in peace to her, and my condolences to the family. Yeah, I've been hearing that too. And talking about China, I went to see Shen Yun. Well, right after my birthday, my wife actually treated me, got the tickets, and it was a very good dancing play. So so it was actually talking about what the CCP really does to the people who are, I guess, Falun Gong or other persecuted groups in China, allegedly. What up, Herbie? Hey, hit the mics up. I lost like maybe 4 subscribers. No, actually, shoot, I lost like 8 subscribers within the week. I don't know what the heck I did. Right. Yo, one thing I gotta say is that for anybody that that supports me on here and everything like that, I want y'all to give a big shout out to my homie Aggressive Defiance TV, and shout out to my Australian fan base and my British fan base, because I gotta say this. Even though I never been to Britain, I would love to go to Britain, because my mother always told me that my ancestors might have been from what we call the United Kingdom now. Yeah, yeah, I was hearing that, and people were fearing that some of the islands in Japan might be doing that too, as far as the earthquakes, because Taiwan and certain islands in Japan are actually near each other, I think. Mm, that's just up. I mean, I just recently found out I got family in Trinidad and Tobago. So shout out to TNT. Uh, I wish I could go to Mas out there, or y'all call Juve out there, right? I wish I could actually go out there, because I think I'll actually love Trinidad and Tobago. Thanks to Mark Wings, he actually showed some of the food out there in Trinidad and Tobago. So I'll actually like to go on an excursion. I mean, that's the American school system, Irby. I mean, I guess, because I would not know what a Trinidad. how much holidays that Trinidad does have. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. Yo, that is one thing that I could be like. I guess to the Native American ear, everybody sounds alike, but then in my thing, when you listen to a lot of, when you be around a lot of West Indians, you kind of, you kind of could tell that somebody's from the islands. You just have to ask where they're from because it will be rude to go around and call a person from the Bahamas Jamaican, a person from Martinique Jamaican, because unlike everywhere else, America don't really educate the public where everybody's from. So therefore, when it comes to the Caribbean, everybody's a Jamaican. Like like Americans went up and first listened to a Jamaican, they're like, hey, he's Jamaican. But yet, you had a whole bunch of other people who were Bahamian and stuff. They just never really talk in their accent. If that makes sense. Oh, okay. I mean, all right, Scully Town. I gotta ask you a question. Since you're in Trinidad and Tobago, right? Is it true that that there's sometimes tensions between the Afro Trinidadians and the Indo Trinidadians, or that's just made up or exaggerated? I just want to know. All right, so would Fagua be like I guess the Indo Trinidadian version of holy? I'm just asking. Oh wow. Yo, Dad, that is a fact because Barbados is where that's where Rihanna is from, and the Bahamas. Well, I was in the Bahamas like what year was it? No, no, no. It was 2022. I was in the Bahamas during the cruise. Hey, Blazing, how you doing? Exactly. All right. I got a topic that I'm going to talk to you about tonight. So my thing is that, as you know, everything in the news, where everybody is like, okay, it's talking about the elephant in the room. Diddler, or I guess formerly known as Diddy. All right. So one thing I gotta add. So, what are y'all thoughts about Diddler, aka the guy that changes his name so much, and the accusations since he's out of the country? And it looked like there's more developments every day. He's saying that his sons are in this. Me, they have a fake audio. I don't know if it's fake, but they have an alleged audio of Diddler and Meek getting it on, which was actually horrible to listen to as a straight man. So, what are your thoughts about that? Well, Blazing, I guess Skeleton, he's from TNT. I guess you're from TNT as well, so I guess y'all have some common ground that y'all could speak on. Oh wow. I mean, when I have long hair, I was mistaken for being an Indian. But then again, I don't know, so I guess I'll have to take that DNA test. My mother said that I had an ancestor who was Portuguese. I don't know. That might have been Portuguese or Indian or whatever. So I don't know. I guess I'll have to take that test. I think so. But then again, he's rumored to be in Cape Verde, which has no extradition laws. So I'm not gonna go. My opinion is that if Diddler, if they're accusing what Diddler actually did, well then he's a bona fide freak. So, so the thing is though, when you actually talking about Diddler and his cohorts, it actually sounds like a comic book. The way that the media is actually talking about him, and all the trolls, the cartoons, AI, and so forth, they're actually making fun of Diddler, and I guess They're saying that Diddler's son, Diddler Jr. and Diddler the second were running a trafficking ring. So if he and his sons are actually doing that, well, I have no sympathy for them. And now, since everybody is saying no Diddy, I would like to encourage a lot of people to say this too. Why don't you say no Cosby when you actually see a CD Hollywood or acting deal? No Weinstein. Why don't you go and say if you get with the crazy chick and she wants to come to your crib, you could say no her. Because you know what Amber Heard was actually accused of, and she actually lost the case because of it. And even though that I live in Philadelphia and I'm originally from New York City, I would like people in Pennsylvania to actually say this. No Meek. Because allegedly, a lot of people are holding back a lot of talented artists from Philly. So it looked like that DJ Academics, he went up and broke it down. That Meek Mill was, how should I say, blackballing a lot of underground artists from Philly from ever getting their true shine. So, what's your thoughts about that? I'm saying anybody who's into hip hop or so. Okay, all right. I know that you got the Aryans, and then you have, how should I say? Okay, I know there's Aryans, but what? And they got Tamils. So, but I heard that like every other state got like their own culture stuff. I know there's Marathi and Kolkata. I know there's Chennai. I know that there's. I know that in the southern India, I guess they have some of Christian population. So it's Kerala state, and I know that there's a Goa. I know next to Goa is Pune or Pune. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Then you got Mumbai, Kolkata, which I guess is on the Bengal side. You have Delhi. Then you have that little island that India owns, which I guess is a vacation spot for the rich. I mean, DJ Academics is a clown, but I guess he's a useful clown. Like what's his name? Charleston White. Wow. In Punjab, right? Isn't that like isn't that like a strictly Sikh state? All right. I mean, I've seen Jamaican Indians. Exactly. I don't really care about race either, as long as there's a mutual respect. Because just because I don't really have a racist undertone to what I'm saying, I've been called a fake and whatsoever just because I don't hang with other races or have their corny views. So my thing is that if a person has limited views, you could actually hear it in their speech on how they refer to other people and such. So if I'm gonna go and broaden my horizon, and certain people want to talk about YT supremacy to better their lives, my thing is that not everybody's right, and certain people might have things wrong. So my thing is that if we if we're the true United States or whatever, we should respect everybody's differences instead of listening and preaching stereotypes. When the fact is, some of the people who actually spit out these stereotypes are not educated to begin with. That's why I actually have open topics, so therefore it could actually be a safe space for people to actually branch out the ideas as such. Yeah. I mean, me personally, on one of my next streams, I'll actually would try to reach out to anybody or everybody in the Asian community because I know everybody has a story. And I want to see like how Asians in the West Coast and Asians in the East Coast how it's different or how or their life experiences because certain people they're like, oh, we shouldn't unite or whatever, but at the same token, we can learn how to respect each other's differences. That's that's very different because I know that when I was single, no offense to anybody in the Indian community, but Indian women never really looked my way to tell you the truth. Or I never really been in the area when I was in New York that was actually Indian centered. So Indian women never really looked my way. So I can't really tell who is better than such. Yeah, y'all are. And then Jamaicans are the second, I think. Just one, just 1 second. All right, I'm back. Oh wow. I mean, me personally, I don't really subscribe to Nicki Minaj because I don't know. I think that she's toxic, but then that's just my personal opinion. Yeah, but then sometimes that toxicity could actually infiltrate in the looks also. Yeah, I just can't get that song out of my head. Water. Hey, Kaisha, how you doing tonight? I'm just here in this rainy day, just chillaxing. Yeah. So, Kaisha or Dreadlock Diaries. As a native, as a native from New Yorker, what are your thoughts about the Diddler situation? Because I know that you're a year older than me, and I know that during our time when we was growing up, uh, Diddler's music was like the sound for a while, alongside DMX and other rappers. It was like a generation. So, what are your thoughts about it? Since our generations are like basically the same, Cash Out. Yeah, that is a beautiful actress. Well, rap, and we're just actually talking about the Diddler situation since Bad Boy. Everybody used to listen to Bad Boy in New York once upon a time. Like there was one of the dominant forces in East Coast rap. I'm saying during the mid '90s and such. Yeah, yeah, it is, and especially since they posted that that awful video, that awful audio that it shows one person. It's too gross to even talk about. Okay, well, Blazing King, in my personal opinion, I think is due to ignorance and certain people who have old mindsets about how the way the United States work. Yeah. Okay. Well, those are those people are ignorant because how a person's gonna go and try to stick with the one drop rule when the fact is they could embrace both sides and be happy. Ew. Wow. I wonder what. Hmm. Dag. Yeah, I guess I'll have to see that affidavit. Right. I mean, yeah, but since I guess he's in Cape Verde and all that stuff, and that country, for some reason, does not have an extradition treaty with the United States, is I'm gonna say that crap is about to hit the fan. And amidst to that, they said that Russell Simmons got served in Bali, Indonesia twice for a SA case, which he's being sued over for. I mean, yeah, always heard that, but not for nothing. I've always heard something fishy about Puffy. I'll say it like or Diddler, like around. I'm not gonna say it was like maybe '05 because certain people they could they have like the illusion that he was the illusion of grandeur and everything like that. But at the same time, it's like it's like when all the controversy came in, it just came in. Hey, how you doing?
Apparently, because I, I wanted to talk to you because how did you stumble upon that crackhead that we call Jack Frost?
Well, it was actually I was on aggressive defiance, and he was actually talking about it, and ever since then I've been following aggressive defiance.
Can I ask you a question, my brother?
Sure.
Am I gonna be in trouble with the Most High because I want this crackhead to get evicted?
I thought you already got evicted.
No, I'm talking about Jack. I'm crack. Jack is another. Am I in trouble with the Most High because I want Jack Frost to get evicted?
I don't think so.
Because I think about it a lot.
Oh, I hear you.
You know, because
Yeah.
I worry about my I worry about my
Yo.
salvation.
Well, that's up. I'm gonna say that's up to that's your personal relationship with God. But I know that for a fact that we just have to pray.
That's a fact. I pray that he gets evicted. But does that kind of prayer put me in trouble with the Most High?
I don't know because if anything, if a person is actually doing bad or whatever the case may be, I'm saying as far as harming people financially or physically, I mean, if a person is gonna be thrown out or whatever, that would be the least of the worries if that person gets thrown out.
But
Because nine times out of ten, that person is
but
if that person gets thrown out and everything, it is what it is.
but from a theological standpoint, am I in trouble with the Most High because I want him evicted? It's a yes or no question, my dude.
I don't think so.
Because at the same time, I want justice for the landlord, apparently.
Exactly.
So I
The,
can
the,
keep
land, the good landlords, shout out to them. They need justice.
shout out to the landlord. Real shit.
Yeah, I know, right?
So I'm just wondering because I can't have nothing. I can't have this eviction. I can't have nothing. I
I
want this
know, right?
motherfucker. I want this motherfucker gone, my dude.
I hear
I
that.
want. My dream is for him and Candy to have a show together, looking for a shelter.
Yeah, that would be funny.
I would donate to their Cash App if they got together and had a love child.
Yeah, but wait a minute. Doesn't Candy like women?
I mean, Jack Frost is really a 13-year-old white girl.
Nah, it's like I'm gonna keep it honest. Jack is not black or white. He has his own classifications. He's just straight up crusty.
That's a fact. He's a reptile.
Yeah, nah, you know what's funny is that whenever Jack Frost went up and when he actually goes and complains about how should I say that people are not taking him seriously, and then he has the you know the crackish meltdown. It's actually funny to watch. I hate to say it, but it's
but
actually funny.
but that's the only reason I watch. And I'm and because and I try to cause some meltdowns too, because I put in the chat, I make comments like say sorry to your father. Every time he goes on, I used to say sorry to dad. Say sorry to daddy. Daddy wants to Daddy Jack Frost got fingered. You remember Freddie got fingered?
Oh, yo, that movie was too funny.
That's a fact.
I wonder what the heck happened to Tom Green though.
Who
Now
knows?
talking about that.
But because I want to see Jack Frost say sorry to his father, so that Jack Frost can get fingered.
Well, I don't wish figuring on any man. Well, except the creeps that actually harm women and children.
That's a fact. But apparently, that's what he says he does.
Man, I don't know what Jack is doing, but 9 times out of 10, that dude, I think that dude and Funkmaster Flex are related because they actually sound the same.
Well, I mean, apparently, what I wish he would do is he would put a chain around his neck and hang, like the sunglass chains,
Yeah,
but
you're right.
stick it to his denture that keeps falling off. You know? And then because at least if it falls off, it doesn't go to the floor.
Yo, shout out to Kaisel for saying.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I heard, have you ever heard about Kendra?
Nah. Tell me
Kendra.
more about that person.
He always talks about Kendra. Oh, you can ask Kendra. You can ask Kendra. Everybody loves me. Kendra's apparently his ex-girlfriend.
Well, may I say something?
Of course,
That's
it's your...
stupid because it's very stupid for a woman to say, "Hey, everybody loves you and you're an ex." You know you
That's
got
a...
you got your own teenage exes and everything like that.
That's a
But then
fact.
but then when he says that, oh, ask my ex Kendra, everybody likes me. I'm like, why the
That's
heck
a...
I want to ask?
But I
So
found
if
out...
everybody likes, all right,
I found out who Kendra really is.
ooh, okay, who?
It's his lost crack pipe. He named his crack pipe Kendra.
Man, yo,
Shout out
that
to
is.
Kendra. Shout out to Kendra with the crack pipe.
Yeah. Now I actually heard that he always talking about this Kendra. I'm surprised that this guy, right? Frost, right? And then there's another famous Yo, matter of fact, I'm gonna ask Kachel something. Yo, Kachel, this is a Bronx question, and you and I might know this person. Yo, remember back in the day in the Bronx, right? That there was this crackhead female that everybody in the hood called Rambo.
Oh, that's Black Rob's cousin. I forgot her name. Crimey or something like that.
Yeah, it's like, yo, you heard that awful alleged Meek and Diddy audio? It's disturbing to at least to say the least.
I'm not gonna go get a job because you don't like my platform. My platform is just fine. I wouldn't have a problem if you guys would have started having everybody harass me. I wouldn't have a problem if I wouldn't have everybody calling me and putting chats in my name. I wouldn't have a problem. You're just trying to force me to. Ah!
Yo, yeah, no, it's funny. Yeah, I know. Yo, shout out to Crack Frost. Like, yo, you made this very interesting. So, salute to him. Yo, with that said, right, it's very funny that that everybody is talking about no Diddy. I just want people in Philly to say no me. Yeah, shout out to him, Amazing Spider Man. Yeah, Suge Knight got good internet from prison, so good for him. Well, somebody's paying this for him. Yeah. Dad. It's funny that Jack Frost is even a topic because all we've been hearing is about Cobra and the other chick. I forgot her name is, but then that chick is nasty, and I'm going to tell you why. How the heck you going to show another woman's nasty panties on on live stream? I mean, that's gross. I could understand if a person have a quarrel or something like that, but you're gonna go around and show another woman's nasty panties on. Ugh, that's nasty work for real. That's straight up nasty work, man. In other news, apparently one of my haters are saying that I are mad that I live in a row house. And they say that I'm obsessed with that person when the fact is I don't mention your name because you're crap. So with that said, the Twitter fingers from the southwest part of the United States or whatever could could tweet all they want until they got arthritis. I don't care. I'm living my life. Use my real name. More promotion to me. Oh, it's still going on. Trust me. And in Philadelphia alone, that's fentanyl city. People are just tired of it, man. You see, it's only a crisis when it affects the white collared folks. It's not a crisis when it's in the hood. Sad to say. All right, I'm back. But it looks like that fentanyl crisis is still going on. It's just not getting a lot of news play as of lately because everybody's talking about Trumpy and Biden and all this stuff. Yeah, you're right. But then again, it's like the United States was built on immigrants, so I just think it's just hypocritical. Yeah, a lot of people have said this. Yep. Nah, but you know what the other crisis that people need to talk about? Um, they need to talk about all these. Just one thing I'm gonna say. No offense to anybody and to my international listeners or whatsoever, but stop calling my phone. All right. I am tired of getting numbers from countries that I do not know. I could understand if it's from the Dominican Republic. I could understand if it's a cousin. I can understand if it's a certain part of the West Indies. But please, do not call me from Saskatchewan, Canada, where where to my best of the recollection, I don't have family members. Do not call me from, do not call me from Asia, where I don't really have people that live in Asia to my best of the recollection. Do not call me from any of the miscellaneous Pacific Islands where I don't have people living at. And don't call me from a country code that I do not know where you're from. Trying to go and text and give the WhatsApp scam saying, "Oh, I need some money because the king of my country has passed away and stuff, and I am royal family." Um, it's 2024, and a lot of people are up to your scams. So stop it. I'm just sick of getting calls from miscellaneous numbers. And then, to my knowledge, they're saying that people in Canada are desperate and they just trying to run scams on hardworking United States citizens. it's bad enough that both of our political parties they're actually lying to us. They're like, hey, I'm gonna be a Republican, right? Well, hey, I'm gonna be a Democrat. Okay. Well, hey, I'm an alpha male. Well, you know what? I don't know about that crap, but guess what? It's Team Biden. Where's Team Trump? And then, afterwards, you got certain people who are cursing each other out online. It's been like that for like 8 years now. So, if a person who is not really that politically aware to respect the differences of another person, why really be in politics? Having a narrow mind, you're not going to actually see the big picture. I know, right? I mean, like, if you actually look at Hawaii and, the Marshall Islands, then you got Guam and, what's that other place name? Uh, Crap. I know you got Guam. Oh, yes, Saipan. And you got all these other islands, right? If people are so hell bent on making money, why don't y'all just go around and build over there? That way, your investments could actually come back if you make that a tourist destination. But I don't see a lot of people thinking like that. I mean, yeah, I'm not a fan of Oprah either. It's funny on how certain people they talk about a person's excellence, but in my eyes, I don't see certain people who could actually solve the problems. So until that happened, you could go around and shove all that fake excellence down the toilet until I see an improvement on people's lives. But there was like, but then certain people they don't want to improve their lives, and it's sad to say it is. Oh wow! So apparently, because I'm reading this from Newsbreak, which I think is pointless news, they're talking about Nicki Minaj's husband, how he had to take a new photo after his house arrest ends, which in fact, which to me is actually useless news because who cares? Let's be for real. Everybody they talking about Nicki Minaj and her husband. You get it? He's a certified creep, and I hate to say, but that celebrity has made a lot of bad choices, and people has made a lot of bad choices around her. So, with that said, it's like, when are you gonna actually call out people who actually enable SA and all other nefarious acts towards the young children of the world? What the heck we're gonna call them? I mean, let's be honest. I could say partially why the world is messed up. It's because some people are SA survivors. But then I could be wrong, but that's my opinion. Right. I actually agree with that. Yeah, it is. And it looks like there's three-letter tourism in the Caribbean and Asia, and then parts of Africa. So, with that said, that the three-letter tourism and um, you know, the the money makers and certain people estimate that this rakes in for a lot of street organizations and higher up organizations. It nets them billions of dollars. So if people actually have the trajectory that this equates to billions of dollars, who else is actually funding this? You have to ask yourself: is it the big corporations? Is it corrupt law enforcement in the third world countries? Or it might be those big faceless executives that we see that are actually partaking in this creepy debauchery. Hmm. Yeah, it is. Well, hey, hey, Jose, how you doing? Exactly. Yo, Jose, you should have been here earlier, man. It was actually a trip. I mean, there was a guy by the name. Well, shout out to to Crack Frost. You just had me laughing for the whole time he was talking. Wow, I needed a good laugh. Yep. Hmm. Yeah, I have to go and see that and replay. Yeah, I was actually gonna start this stuff earlier, but I had stuff to do around the house, so that actually took up most of my time. Oh yeah, though I haven't heard from him in a while. Shout out to Radical Latino. Yeah, yeah. Just like some maniac YouTubers around here, the gaslighters. It's actually pretty pitiful that people have to gaslight. Just tell the truth for once. I guess the truth hurts. Like a little boy just go to gaslighting. It's not going to make them richer. Yep. Yeah, I know, right? The word baddies actually have a new concept. Um, well, they just actually have new meaning in the alpha dynamic. Yeah. Yo, but one thing I gotta say is shout out to Crack Frost. He made me laugh. He made me laugh today. I ain't gonna lie. It was actually it was actually funny because I'm like, yo, shout out to that brother. I mean, shoot. He's funnier than Kevin Hart to me. Yo, shout out to the introvert Boricua also, Ramon. Yeah, yeah, I know. Mm, yeah, I agree. I was actually watching a video saying that a lot of people in Cuba are upset of the government, and there's a lot of political prisoners who are unhappy with us. I hear you. I think I need to start doing that also. Well, it looks like I'm about to wind down and everything like that. Shout out to all my supporters that was here tonight, and shout out to Crack Frost for making this a funny stream. And one thing I gotta say to Crack Frost, that's a very talented man. Made me laugh throughout this whole stream. I gotta say that everybody else in the chat, you're always welcome. And I'm gonna give like two new wrenches to all my loyal people in the chat. Pop, you gotta sleep. Peace.